I want to get you to learn to ask 3 questions now. And the first one is not, what am I going to do? The question you want to ask yourself is, what do I want? What's my outcome? What's my result? The first one is to get you focused on the target. The target is not the activity. The activity can change. It's what's the result I'm after. If you know exactly what it is you really want, what you desire, what you're really after, clarity is power. The more clear you are and specifically what you want, the faster your brain can get you there. What does it take to successfully create a lasting change in your life? The first step is you got to have a vision for what it is you really, truly want. Something has the power to pull you. Push requires willpower, and willpower never lasts. What will last is having something so exciting, so attractive, something you desire so much that you have a hard time going to sleep at night and you get up early in the morning to rock it and take it to the next level. Now, what do we want when we say we want money? You want little pieces of paper with pictures of deceased notables? I don't think so, right? You want what you think money's going to give you, freedom or security or opportunities for your family or the ability to contribute to other people. I mean, money can be portable power. Money can be a lot of things, but it's whatever we make it up. It's almost like a shapeshifter. Whatever you throw on money, it's what it becomes. I always tell people money doesn't change people. It makes you more of what you are. If you're mean and you got a lot of money, you got more to be mean with. If you're truly generous and that's your nature and you have more money, you'll be more generous. I mean, there's more resources that are coming through you. What is it that makes you feel truly abundant? What makes you feel totally alive? What's life on your terms look like? The question is, what's going to light you up? So really we're talking about true wealth is between your ears. It's your brain and your heart working together. And it's defining what does life on your terms look like, and then putting a plan in place that really makes that happen, and then making sure you're truly enjoying along the way. The challenge is we all have a 2 billion-year-old brain, and it's not trained to make you happy. Your brain is trained to make you survive. So money's not the solution, it's a vehicle. And if we use it right, it can enhance the quality of life. But we've also got to control these 2 things, the head and heart, in order to have the quality of life that we really deserve. You sat down and said, what does life look like on my terms? What would my ideal vision for my life be like? But what I found is life on your terms, extraordinary life, whatever it is, you need 2 master skills to really achieve that quality of life and sustain it. Like anybody can get rich. Staying rich is a different thing. And when I say rich, I don't just mean financial. I mean emotional, spiritual, physical, right? So the 2 skills are, number 1 is the science of achievement. The science of achievement, I call it science of achievement because it is a science. Anyone who applies the principles of science can get the same result. So there's a science to wealth. All these people invested in different ways, but there were certain fundamental things in common. Same thing with health. Everyone is biochemically unique, right? But at the same time, there's certain fundamentals that you and I, while we're unique, if we violate those rules, it's a science. You're going to have disease or low energy, dis-ease in your body, right? If you align with them, you're going to have abundance of energy. You're going to have passion. You're going to have intensity. You're going to have that physical vitality that can make you even more successful. So there's a science to achievement. If you said, what does it take to achieve? The kind of person who wants to read a book like this, who goes to a seminar, they're always looking for the edge because that's what made them the best in the world at what they do, or really great at what they've done. But there are 3 fundamentals I can tell you at the most basic level. But if you look at the most basic key to achievement, it's that you become obsessed about something. You start to think about it constantly. You start to desire it. In other words, you focus on it. Focus is power. Wherever focus goes, energy flows. So if you get obsessed about something, you can't stop thinking about it. Your brain kicks into gear to try to figure out how to do that, even if you don't have a plan. I've talked to so many people and said, what's something you couldn't get out of your head? You wanted it so bad, it seemed impossible, and yet somehow it came together. The reason is there's a part of our brain, it's called the RAS, Reticular Activating System, big words, called RAS for short. It's the part of your brain that notices things. That there's millions of things going on around you, millions. There's pulsation in your ear, you don't think about it, to mention the skin touching your clothing, the people walking by. But the RAS only makes you look at the things that really matter most. I want this, I desire this. Your brain can start to create a plan. That's step 1. Step 2 is really fundamental. Sometimes you get by without it, but usually it takes massive action. If you dream about it, you put your focus in it, you want it, all of a sudden your brain goes crazy, you start reading a book, you talk to people, you ask resources, you go on the web, you do the research. And if you take massive action strongly enough and you keep changing your approach when it doesn't work, if you flex your approach, you'll find what's effective. So step 1 is obsess, get totally focused. unleash your desire. That gives the energy. Step 2 is not waiting. It's massive action. Keep changing your approach until you find effective execution. So you got to have a proven strategy, and you can get there faster. Well, that's really step 2. You keep changing your approach until you find it. And then the third step to achievement really is, as simple as it may sound, if you're obsessed, you know what you want, you're taking massive action, maybe you modeled somebody, figure out the right action so you get there quicker, and you're executing, you still need a little grace. Some people call it luck, they call it God, but I really believe that there's the part we do and then there's the part that comes to us. But I do know grace shows up a lot more when you do the first 2 steps on your own, and grace shows up a lot more when you acknowledge grace in your life, when you acknowledge that I was born in a world where I didn't have to build this internet that I can pull out of my pocket the answer to anything on earth. I'm driving on streets I didn't pave. I'm reading books I didn't have to write. That's the gift of our lives. And I think when we experience that grace, we don't just experience more achievement, but we start to experience more fulfillment.